The purpose of this analysis is to determine whether a 15-minute individual coaching session significantly improves students' bowling scores because the same students were measured before and after coaching. A paired samples t-test is appropriate. So the first thing I'm going to do is download the data to open up an SPSS. The null hypothesis states that, well, let me just give it time to open. The null hypothesis states that there is no difference between game 1 and game 2 scores. The alternative hypothesis states that there is a significant difference between the two scores. So the first thing that you want to do on the screen is click on Analyze at the top, go to Compare Means and Proportions, and go down to Paired Samples t-test. Here we want to put game 1 over into the variable 1 box by clicking the arrow. And then we're going to click on game 2 to put that in variable 2 box. And once we do that, we're going to click OK. So that opens up the paired sample statistics table. So the mean score before coaching was 90 with a standard deviation of 13.54. After coaching, the mean is increased to 94.95 with a standard deviation of 14.32. This shows an average increase of 4.95 points. On the second table, the t-value is negative 1.685 with 19 degrees of freedom. The two-tailed p-value is 0.108. Because the p-value is 0.108 is greater than 0.05, the result is statistically significant. Therefore, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. The 95% confidence interval ranges from negative 11.098 to 1.198. Because this interval includes 0, this also indicates that the difference is not statistically significant. So the next thing I am going to do is calculate percentage change. To calculate the percentage change, I subtract the pre-score from the post-score and divide by the pre-score. So I'm going to subtract 94.95 minus 90, and you get 90.00100, which is equal to 5.5%. This represents a 5.5% improvement in bowling scores. The last thing I'm going to do is go down to the effect size here in the last column. Cohen's D is 0.38, which represents a small effect size. This indicates the magnitude of the difference is small. So a paired samples t-test was conducted to evaluate the effect of a 15-minute coaching session on bowling scores. There was an increase in scores from game 1 to game 2, but this difference was not statistically significant. The T19 was equal to negative 1.69. The P was equal to 0.108. The scores increased by approximately 5.5% following coaching. The effect size was small. The Cohen D was equal to 0.38. These results suggest that the 15-minute coaching session did not produce a statistically significant improvement in bowling performance. Although scores improved by nearly 5 points, this represents only a small improvement. In competitive bowling, a 5-point increase may not meaningfully change rankings. Therefore, while there is a slight upward trend, a single 15-minute session may not be enough to create meaningful performance gains. Longer or repeated coaching sessions may be more effective. Thank you.